He talks for a living, but there's one thing Ray Hadley is struggling to say: goodbye. Loved and sometimes loathed for his no-nonsense demeanour, Ray's made some mistakes and reached some incredible milestones. So what's next for the man who's seen and said it all?
After a 43-year career, cleaning out the office is no easy task.
Who wants my category winner, Best Sports Presenter?
Oh, I'll take that one.
Oh, you jumped in quick there. Okay, talk about shoes.
There are decades worth of memories and merch to sort through.
I'll take that cap.
You're easily pleased. That means that's yours.
Thank you, Ray.
Well done.
But the 70-year-old says it's time to turn off the mic.
Well, Ray, we're getting close. It's almost time for you to sign off. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I wondered how I'd feel. Maybe a little apprehensive, not about the last day, but more about what's next.
And good morning and welcome. I'm Ray Hadley, graduate company on 2GB.
Ray picked up his first radio gig after picking a big radio boss up when he was a taxi driver in his 20s. The young cabbie going on to become Sydney's talkback king.
A cafe is being held up in Martin Place. A man is inside the cafe waving an ISIS flag. There are 20 people inside the cafe. We have a hostage situation.
You've covered some extraordinary moments in our history, some terrible moments too. And the Lindt siege was 10 years ago this week, and one of the hostages called in to the station to speak to you in the middle of all of that terrible chaos.
I've just had an off-air conversation with the police commissioner because I'm really lost. I need to seek advice. I have been able to confirm that I am talking to a hostage inside the Lindt Cafe. And let me assure you, the aim of this is to get these people out safely.
What was going through your mind when that happened?
I didn't want to get anyone killed.
The siege, unfolding just 5 minutes down the road, hit even closer to home when Ray discovered his friend's sister, Katrina, was inside.
So it became more important that I did everything I could to preserve life, not inflame it. Katrina had been one of the people inside and subsequently died. And that was a day I don't want to ever remember.
Yeah. So a lot of difficult and terrible moments, but also a lot of incredibly uplifting moments that you've covered. Kathy Freeman and that incredible run, and I still get goosebumps when I hear your call.
I'm glad you did, because I do as well.
Away they go. Catherine Freeman got a good start.
I remember thinking, well, this is her night to shine, and this is my night not to bugger it up. And you saw this sea of lights flashing as she went down, and she just got to the 200 and she exploded.
50 to go. Here's her date with destiny. This wonderful young woman surges away. She's going to win a gold. It's 100 gold to Australia and a gold medal to Kathy Freeman.
Ray has always been himself, and that hasn't always been a good thing.
Mum, your little angel is a low-life scum.
But those closest to him talk of his soft side.
There is no better person in this organisation.
Broadcast engineer Harish Samanini has been Ray's right-hand man for 6 years.
Ray's like my father. I always say to him, like, you always guided me in the right way.
Ray's executive producer, Olivia Wilbury.
He's funny, he's warm, he's very caring and kind to his staff, he's very loyal.
A lot of people, when they hear the name Ray Hadley, they think someone who's opinionated, who's very tough. But a lot of your colleagues, and myself included, know you as a bit of a softie. What's happened to the Cranky Ray?
Cranky Ray went about 10 or 12 years ago, and I was in a really sad part of my life 10 or 12 years ago and beyond that, and I didn't realise how sad and angry I was until the situation changed. I mean, when you're a 70-year-old grandfather, it's a bit hard to be tough as you were as a 40-year-old bloke, you know, moving very quickly through life.
The former Prime Minister.
Former staff have accused Ray of verbal abuse, and he was briefly suspended in 2013 over bullying allegations.
But some people have copped your wrath, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've admitted to some rather unsavoury treatment of people that I work with, And that was when I drew a line in the sand. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm not a perfect human being. I've made some dreadful mistakes along the way. But I think when I look up the ledger of the good things I've done as opposed to the bad things I've done, I might just be on the right-hand side of the ledger as opposed to the left-hand side of the ledger. Others might disagree, but that's how I feel.
With a big career comes big commitment. Ray, the first to admit he didn't spend enough time with his 4 children.
I missed out a lot on my children. I was really ambitious, and I think to a certain extent put them behind my ambitions. There's a guilt attached to it because, you know, you worked hard and you were doing your best for your family, but there were sacrifices made inadvertently by your children.
Okay, so bye, Poppy. Bye, Poppy.
Bye-bye, champion. I love you.
Bye, Poppy.
Bye-bye, buddy.
Now a grandfather of 7, Ray is getting a second chance.
I didn't, you know, do things with them that dads want to do with their kids.
And now you can do that with the grandkids.
Yeah, I can do that with the grandkids. Make up, I guess, for lost time.
Also making up for lost time, Ray's wife, Sophie.
I think everyone doesn't realise how gentle he is. Like, he really is the kindest, softest man ever. He's a bit of a sook. He doesn't like scary movies.
Hang on.
Are we allowed to talk about this with him in the room?
This started with I'm the kindest, gentlest.
What do you think she should be taking on board, having you around the house a bit more?
Oh, she'll probably book me golf days and things like that to get me out of the way.
Get you out of the place.
She is a remarkable woman. She'd be the most tolerant person I've ever met.
She's your fiercest defender.
She is.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, and she is. And that's why I love her, because she's so loyal.
And what are you most looking forward to?
A sleep in, although a sleep in for me is about 5 o'clock, 5:30. But, you know, when the alarm goes up at 3:30 or 3, it can be a bit, you know, tough. And just having time to ourselves to do the things we wish to do without a commitment for work. And I mean, people have speculated, I'm going here, I'm going there. I mean, for 3 months, we're just going to have a nice, quiet time.
Well, you'll be missed, I'll tell you that much.
That's very kind of you. I leave the industry owing it everything. The industry owes me absolutely nothing.
And Ray Hadley finishes up at 2GB tomorrow, and he's off with a bang, back at the top of the ratings. Hope he enjoys those sleep-ins.